Hi, and welcome to the 11th EPP Congress of Young Farmers Podcast, a kickoff series to one of the most influential gatherings in the EU, shaping the future of European agriculture. My name is Mariana Correia, and in each episode, I will talk with political leaders and partners who turn ideas into policy and policy into action. This is where the conversation begins and where the future of farming starts to get shape. So thank you for listening, and I will start to introduce my guest today. He is the head of the Brussels office of CAP, the Portuguese Farmers Confederation. He represents Portuguese agriculture directly in the EU institution, and he is one of the most active voices in defense of farmers in Brussels. Duarte Mira, welcome to our podcast. Thank you for joining us. So, Duarte, a quick question here. So, you are from Alentejo. You grew up with sunny days and hot weathers. How can you survive in this gray and rainy Brussels? Any vitamin D supplements?
With vitamin supplements, always, of course. But at first was a shock because I came from a region with endless sunshine, and at first was a shock. But then we get used it, and Brussels has other things like our work and job that we have here.
That makes it pleasant also, right?
Exactly.
But any advices for me? Because sometimes I have difficulties in surviving this gray weather.
You have to do like me. You have to go often to Portugal and to some other countries to get some sunshine. And sometimes in Brussels, we see the sun too.
Very well. So let's start with the big picture now. You once said that without investing in rural areas, Europe will lose the identity. Why is that?
Yes, because agriculture, it's all about tradition, all about culture, or all about our good products. And if we stop to invest in rural areas, we will see a more abandonment of the rural areas. So we have to keep investing and in order to keep the people in the countryside. Mm-hmm. If we don't keep the people in the countryside, of course, we lose all the traditions and the connection. It's very important to maintain the connection from the young people to the rural areas. Mm-hmm. Otherwise, people will live in the cities and they don't have any relationship with the countryside.
So what is currently pushing people away from agriculture?
Right now, it's what we just talk about. I think it's very, very important that Europe and the CAP, because the CAP, it's the only common policy that we have in the European Union. So we have to maintain that in order to invest in agriculture and keep in people, agricultures, farmers, and the people only can survive as farmers if they have a fair income. Mm-hmm. As you know, the income of the farmers, it's half from the people that have other works in the cities. So this has to change.
So besides that, what are the main obstacles faced, and how can they be overcome?
Yeah, starting for the policy, for the CAP, and we need to invest in innovation. We need to bring fair income to the farmers. We need that the consumers believe in the farming society in order to the consumers can go to the supermarket and can have nice products, very, very safe products. The safest products that we produce in Europe are the best in the world. And of course, most important of it is fair income, and in the value chain, put the farmers in the first position of the food chain.
Mm-hmm. And Duarte, do you believe that we are facing a real generation renewal crisis in Europe?
Yes, it's because right now, if the farmers don't have a fair income, it's very, very difficult to bring people, new people, young people to agriculture. Imagine if you live in a rural area, you need schools, you need doctors, you need services. And If people moves from the countryside to the big cities, we'll lose all of that in the rural areas. So it's very, very important to bring people, try to bring people. That's why we make this Congress for the 11th year already. It's to bring more people and try to show to the young people, to the newcomers, that agriculture, it's a good job.
And it has future.
And has future, of course.
And just to try to complete your sentences, without new farmers, Europe risks losing production capacity. How serious is that risk for a continent that says it wants more food independence?
Yes, it's a very serious risk. Because if we don't attract new generations, we will lose the capacity of production. Why? Because the average of the young farmers with the old farmers, if you can say old farmers, it's very, very, very high right now in Europe. So we have to start to change that. Otherwise, because we need someone to farm in the future. Without that, we don't have future.
We don't have independence, right?
Yes.
We stay in a difficult situation. Duarte, do you believe that the tools, policies, and support available are sufficient to stimulate generation renewal?
There are some good initiatives. We have the policy, we have the CAP, but we need more ambitious policies with less bureaucracy. And what we need here is really incentives for the young people. Without that, the system must be more accessible, without so many bureaucracy, and accessible tools, and responsible for the young people.
So, what are your expectations for the CAP after 2027 and its impact on rural youth?
What we need for the next budget, we need a strong and robust budget to, of course, to go to everyone, to all the farmers, but in principle to the young farmers, because the young farmers are the ones that need more support in the beginning. Because if you are not from the agricultural sector and you have to buy the land, it's very, very difficult right now because the land, it's very, very expensive. And we don't have more land in Europe. It's limited. It's impossible to make more land. We have to use the land that we have. And for the young farmer, it's very difficult access to land, access to credit. And of course, if you go to a bank, ask money to start to farm, it's very, very difficult because it's a risk. So European policy has to support the young farmers in order to give them the opportunity to take that risk.
This proposal for new proposal for that the Commission presents, do you agree with it?
Right now, not at all. And I can tell you and advance you that next Tuesday we will make a demonstration in front of the European Parliament in Strasbourg. Why? Because this policy doesn't match our goals to the future of agriculture. We are talking about a single fund, and we don't want a single fund. We want the CAP separated from the other funds, because as I already told you, the CAP, it's the only common policy that we have in the European Union. And we know that the CAP born to feed the people, the European people, after the Second World War. That's why exists the CAP. Right now, we need and we want to have a strong CAP without a single fund, defending the first and the second pillar, like we have right now, to comply with all the measures about climate change. And we are from the southern countries, and the southern and Mediterranean countries, they have another problem right now. It's the climate change, because the climate change is there. So we need
We
even
cannot
more.
escape from it.
We cannot escape. So we need more tools for irrigation, for example. We need more tools to fight all the new diseases that our cultures are facing right now with the climate change. That's why we need a strong and robust CAP in the future.
In the future. So, besides those priorities that you already mentioned, there are any others that your association advocates for these European negotiations?
Yes, we have to be strong right now. So the farmers, I'm a farmer representative, so we have to be strong in order to defend our sector. And right now, we need to go ahead and to show to our ministers, our prime minister, to defend a strong budget for agriculture in the future. Mm-hmm. It's their decision. Of course, we are working with the MEPs in the European Parliament. We are working at home with our minister in order to defend a strong budget. And I hope in all Europe, the farmers representatives and my colleagues
are
doing the same.
Very well. So, Duarte, let's talk a little bit about the Congress. It's the 11th edition. What can we expect from it?
Right now, the Congress, it's a unique platform for networking, to show good practices, good examples. Like I used to say, and to my colleagues and to the young farmers, we have here in Brussels, in this Congress of Young Farmers, it's the real European Cup of the young farmers. There they can show their projects, and we have winners. And in the end, we have winners of the best practices, the best young farmer in Europe. And this is in the years became a unique platform for networking. People they know each other already. They arrange trips to show their countries the way they do agriculture. And I think we have a very, very, very good platform to bring people to the countryside, to bring people to work in agriculture. That's our goal with this European Congress.
So, just a curiosity, you are here since from the first edition.
Exactly.
And this is the 11th. So, in these 11 years, can you say the difference between one and the other edition? It's been growing in number of people that are coming to the Congress, people that are partners. What are the differences?
The differences is it's related to innovation and digitalization, like we have right now in our farms. But the thing is, I remember the first Congress, we had 100 people from 7 countries. Then the second edition, we had like 11 countries, and it's growing. And right now we have more than 40 MEPs ambassadors, and we have 25 countries participating in the Congress. So it's many young people that are coming to Brussels, and it's very important too, because sometimes Brussels, it's very, very far away from our member states. And we have to show to the young people how we work, how the decision is done in Brussels, who are the players, who are the people that rules here the things in Brussels. Because sometimes Brussels, it's very, very far away from the member states, and even more from the countryside. So it's what we try to do with the young farmers. It's explain them what we are doing in Brussels, how the decision is taken, and of course, and they can live and they can see how difficult it is put 27 member states to make an agreement.
And to show and also to show them that they are not alone.
Exactly. That is the most important, that saying that you are not alone. We are here for you, and we are fighting for your rights. It's something
the most important message,
exactly.
right? So you were talking about digitalization and the new technologies. These are huge opportunities for young farmers that are coming in.
Yes. Without that, we don't have a future in the farming sector, because the digital tools and the new technologies can make farming more efficient, more sustainable, and attractive to young people. Because without that, we will not have a future.
So, Duarte, what message would you like to convey to young people who are starting now in this agricultural sector?
Believe in your potential, in your value. Agriculture, it's challenging, but it's also rewarding and essential for society. Don't be afraid to innovate, seek support, and connect with others. The future of farming depends on you.
Thank you very much for your words. So we are almost coming to the end of our program, but before we finished, I've got some quick questions, like this or that questions, no explanations needed, just to get to know you a little bit better. Are you ready?
Ready.
Very good. So, what do you prefer, meat or fish?
Both.
Red or white wine?
I prefer red, but I can have some white too.
Olive oil or bread from Alentejo?
It's difficult. I think it's both.
So bread from Alentejo with
olive oil, of course.
Sounds delicious. Long dinner or a quick deal?
Long dinner.
Paddle or football?
Right now, paddle.
Sport Lisboa e Benfica or Futebol Clube do Porto?
I'm from Sporting Clube Portugal, so
You cannot choose between. Duarte, thank you for your time. It was a pleasure to have you here, and thank you for listening. Don't forget that the Congress happens on the 19th of November at the European Parliament. You can follow all the updates on social media and register if you'd like to attend. Have a great day. See you soon.